And we are live. What is going on? And happy Turtle Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Turtle Tuesday. It feels like forever since I've done that.
I know it has been. It does feel like forever. I know last week we were gone. Mike was busy, and honestly, there really was not much stuff. And I was like, we just decided. And also, we didn't have a podcast last week either because my wife was not feeling well. So, but we are back, and we do got some interesting stuff for you guys this week. But speaking of the Turtle Recall podcast, the full audio podcast will be releasing this Thursday, maybe Friday, because I'm a little behind on stuff. I still haven't released my Kingdom Hearts podcast yet. But the episode will be on Rebel Without a Fin. We're going to be talking all about polyester and other things that's other fancy words that start with P puns. And then also we got Anna's newest favorite character, who happens to also be voiced by Pat Fraley, which is just Ray. No fillet, just Ray.
Yeah, right. Yeah, whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, yes. Oh my god, she was in love with that character, and
Really?
yeah,
He's such a nothing character.
I know, but she was like, it's like, this character is awesome, and and then I told her, I was like, oh, Pat Fraley did the voice, and she was like, that's why I like the character. I'm like,
You know what? I guess if I can be the number one resident Hokum Hair fan, then she can be the Ray fan.
So speaking of resident Hokum Hair fan, what was going on in your podcast today?
Beautiful segue. So today for our Ninja Turtle Power Hour, we dropped our long-awaited Hokum Hair episode, where I finally got to discuss it on our show. So we talked about the turtles in the hair, Once Upon a Time Machine, and the episode after that. I forgot what that was. My Brother the Bad Guy.
Oh, okay. So, wow, you guys are already on season 5.
We are officially in season 5 now. It's like a breath of fresh air, because season 4 took so long for us to get through.
We're still on season 4. So you didn't have that European detour that we did.
We skipped the European detour. So that's the only way that we were able to lap you.
Yeah.
But I think we may get back to the European vacation maybe some other time.
DVD
but we're trying
on DVD. It's on season 7.
Or So I think we're still kind of planning where to go, because we do want to get to other versions of the Turtles,
right?
Sooner rather than later. So you can check that episode out. Dropped today.
Yeah. Did you also spend 3 hours talking about Hokum Hair, or is that just a Turtle Recall exclusive?
That is a Turtle Recall exclusive, unfortunately. So the Ninja Turtle Power Hour stayed about 1 hour this time. It was funny, trying to remember and also forget what we discussed.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to overlap too much. Especially because we were doing the other 2 episodes. When I was on your show, we only did the 1.
Yeah, we only did the 1. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it was nice to kind of get back to it, and watching them back to back this time, it really, I think I said it on your show, but Once Upon a Time Machine is the better of the 2 episodes.
Yes. No, definitely agree with you on there.
I think it's really cool, and Spencer guessed right away that the 3 men in the tub were the candlestick maker, the bread maker, and the other guy.
Oh wow!
that I got last time. Spencer got it. Spencer got it on the first try.
He got it on the first try. I just remember that came up. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah. So it was a fun episode. And yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. So definitely check out both podcasts. Check out Power Hour right now. The full audio podcast will be out uh, this week, but we are going to go into the news portion of the Turtle Recall podcast, which we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I do want to talk about is basically on Mike's wheelhouse, which is the first issue of Armageddon Game drops on tomorrow or this week if you're listening to audio podcast.
Yeah, so head on over to your local comic book store where you can pick up the first issue of the Armageddon Game. It's a little confusing because the last two, there has been two Armageddon Game issues, but those are the pre-game, which if you've been following our Armageddon Game recap over at Ninja Turtle Power Hour, you'll be caught up, and so you'll know that this is coming. So we'll be picking this up in stores tomorrow. You can also pick it up on Comixology or the IDW app. And we'll have our recap probably in a week or two after it drops, just to give everybody a chance to read it. And then we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm excited about it too. I know I'm not picking it up right now. I'm actually gonna this one usually these stories, like, I know this is more of an event and this is like the first like Turtles event like in forever. But I'm gonna wait until like it's all collected so I can like read it as one go. I usually do that, the other like stories I've done that, like, with like the BM Rocksteady Conquer the Universe or Jenica. Like, I know the two I mentioned were like weekly stories, so they were easier. But those stories I like to read as like in one go when the story actually like finishes up.
Yeah, and that's fine. The main difference here is that because this is a crossover event, it's going to be weaving back and forth with the main book.
Gotcha.
So it's a little different than like Jenica or Bebop and Rocksteady Destroy the Universe, because those were self-contained like miniseries, whereas
Gotcha.
like I said, this is weaving in and out of the main book. So you can wait for it to be collected. It'll definitely be collected in the IDW collection, like hardcover books. It just might be a while before that happens.
Right. That
Because this event, Tom Waltz, who's writing it, has dropped like a reading order, and it goes to like next year. Like the amount of books that are coming out. Yeah, like we're talking like March next year.
Oh wow, no, I didn't. Okay, I did not know it was going. Well, actually, now I think about it, like that's still like a few months, but it's a lot longer because usually I'm so used to these stories being 4 issues long, so like it would be like 4 months doing it. But no, from here till March, that's a good actual while.
It might be longer. March. I just remember was stuck out in my head.
It could be no. So yeah. To be honest, I mean, once I get into it, I know I'll be excited about it.
Oh, it's close. It's April next year.
April next year. Okay.
So there's eight issues of the Armageddon Game, and it runs in the main book until issue 139.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm pretty sure by April, my second child, hopefully I won't be needing as much tending, and it will also need tending until he's 18. But at least I'll be able to sit down and read. I'm still months behind when my first son was born. So, I mean, but that's just me personally because of children delays everything. That's what they do.
I don't. That's why I'm not having any.
I know. So the next thing I do want to talk about is another one of these Ninja Turtle Xbox giveaways that's going on. This one is lasting until October 3rd, which is only a few days away. But yes, we are almost in October. But this one is a mini like Xbox arcade cabinet. It's a custom arcade cabinet. I'm guessing it comes with like some tablet screen, because as far as I know, I don't think any of the Xbox systems come with a personal screen like this. But I don't know, I like it. I don't think it's as cool as like like the Shredder or the comic turtle one, but I do like this. I do like this design. On one side has the turtles, on the other side has the villains. On the actual screen area, we have Shredder, Rocksteady, and Bebop, and they even have like a place for you to rest one of your Xbox controllers on it.
Yeah, like this is super cool.
Yeah.
I don't have an Xbox series. Was this a one or a series?
I think this is series.
So,
I I
um,
re-
so I
I
I have an
really don't know
Xbox
what
One, but
these.
I don't have a Series S or X.
Uh huh.
And this looks super cool.
Yeah.
And it's I think it goes above and beyond like the normal like kind of giveaways. Because like the other one had like that 3D like shredder popping out of it.
Right.
Um, this like is like a mini little arcade
Yeah.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah. This one's a
so
mini arcade.
cool.
Yeah. It's actually really cool. I mean, I like it. I personally, my personal thing. I think I like the other ones better because like this one I don't I mean at the same time I don't know, and it's also a custom thing, only one person in the world's going to get this, but I don't know if this is just if you're just limited to this like tiny screen, or if there's a way for you to slip the Xbox out without damaging the custom cabinet. Like there's so many like what ifs on this, and I mean I know they opened the sides for like the connectors and everything, and but at the same time I don't know how many HDMI ports does a Xbox Series have.
Mm. Uh, I think I think you'll be able to. Like, I think this is just a shell that fits
Uh-huh.
over it. I don't think it'll be any kind of issue with that.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I can see this as like when they ship it to you, because obviously like they're gonna ship it as like cheap as possible. I have a feeling like this is gonna be like something you can just like put together like after you get it, and it's gonna be easy to take apart as well. Now I'm thinking about it. So, but no, I mean personally, it looks cool. I like it. If the screen was a little bigger, I think I'd be more excited. But like me personally, I like the 3D Xbox uh, ones they've had. I thought those were cooler looking. But I do as a huge arcade cabinet person, I do like this one a lot as well.
Yeah, like I would be down. I don't think I've entered this contest. I've entered the others.
Uh huh.
I don't think I've entered this one just yet.
I have entered this one. I mean, just because I was like, oh, this is like unique enough for me to
Mm.
enter. Um, and oh, good, we got we got spam. Uh, what they're called, like
Oh, it's 69 Mega, our old friend.
our old friend 69 Mega. What's going on, 69 Mega? Thank you for joining in the chat. I think there's a way for me to block them, but here we
Yeah,
go.
I just blocked him.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just me reporting on them. The next thing I do want to talk about is Super 7, and this is a weird thing with Super 7. So they didn't officially like announce this, but they have listings both in Entertainment Earth and uh, Big Bad Toy Store, and that is the Reaction Wave 6 line. And in this line, we're going to have Heavy Metal Raph, Triceraton, Chrome Dome, and Napoleon Bonafrog. We still don't have like images for this, because neither retailers have images off for this set. And like I said, Super 7 has not announced this yet. I've checked their website, like actually before we start streaming, I checked their website again just to make sure, like, okay, maybe I missed something. Like, yeah, so we don't even know what these figures look like, but we do know what they will be in this wave.
And I'm kind of excited. Like, I don't collect the reaction line.
Right.
Um, I'd like to, but um, it's just they're too expensive for how small they are for me.
Yeah.
And I really only like the card backs.
Yes, yes,
and
yes, yes. I agree with you there.
which is like which is a very common like criticism. Like I see that a lot, and there's nothing wrong with only wanting for the card back. Like I've said it before. Sometimes with some figures, the package is what you want too. Um, with these, like they're really cool. I For like the heavy metal raft, like I would love to see that kind of like um a triptych is three. What do you call four? Like four pieces of art, like that uh bend into each other.
Oh,
Um,
like the what, like a quad, like I don't know, like a
well,
barbershop quartet, or
but you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, and I would love if like the four heavy metal turtles did that.
Right.
I don't think they will. But it would be cool. And I don't think like I said, I don't think that's gonna happen. Um with Entertainment Earth too, like Entertainment Earth is kind of like a distributor
Right.
um that also lets you order from them. They're not like a true toy store, like Big Bad Toy Store. Um, so like that's why like you see a lot of things like go on sale on Entertainment Earth that don't necessarily go on sale on Big Bad Toy Store. Um, like usually Amazon and Entertainment Earth run the same sales.
Right.
It's because they're distributors. And so it's interesting that they're putting these, but that's it. I don't really got anything else for them because we don't have any
Yeah.
pictures yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's pretty much all we have, because we don't have any pictures of it. Like, this is like, I mean, I can't really call it a leak because it's like on the online distributor, like, it's on like the two big ones that usually sell these. And like, but it's just weird that like Super 7 kind of allowed this to happen, and they didn't, like, I don't know, like say, oh, we're not ready for this, let's delay this or something like that.
Mhm.
So, and like this January 2023 date, I'm 100% guessing this is a placeholder. I don't think it's going to come during that time. I think, like, just only because we still have no pictures, and we know, like, with especially with our shipping uh situation we have from overseas, that it's going to take a lot longer than that. So, uh, but yeah, as you said, like right now with no pictures, there's really nothing to go about. I mean, I am excited about some of these. I think Chrome Dome is going to look really cool. It would be really cool if he's Vac Metal. I know Super 7 doesn't do Vac Metal that much, but I think for the reaction line, that would be a perfect time to do it. And I like the fact they went with the heavy metal RAF, and I'm hoping that might be a sign that we might get more of the heavy metal turtles for the
Mm.
ultimate lines, because right now we only have Donnie.
Yeah, like this would be a really cool opportunity for them to like kind of break into using vac metal. Like you said, they don't do it very often. I don't think they do it at all.
No,
But
I don't think they,
like I
because I
can't think
know
of
that none of the
any.
Silverhawks have it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm with Mike. Whenever I don't really collect the reaction line that much, but whenever I do, I usually don't open it because I like the card back. But I mean, I will say, like, the reaction figures, they're not targeted to me because I was not a Star Wars like collector. So I mean, they're more targeted for like the generation before me, which, like, that
Yeah.
was like what the action figures they collected as a kid.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, when I
like
was a kid,
I never collected like the 5 POA figures. Like even when I was younger, I didn't really like them. So they don't appeal to me other than like I get who they're for. Like I understand. Like I said, they're not for me.
right, exactly. But I know plenty of reaction collector out there's, and like, whatever. Let us know if you're excited for these, and especially for these characters. And I did find it like kind of weird that the ultimates we have Genghis, and then for reaction they went straight to Napoleon. Like, I thought that was just kind of a weird way to go, but it is cool that like because before Super Seven was doing the reactions to be the same as the Ultimates, I like that now that the reactions are now different characters from their Ultimate figures now.
All right, so what's next up in the news?
All right, so the big thing we're going to be talking about this week, and this really came out of nowhere, but I there are reasons for it, and that is that the complete Ninja Turtles 2012 series is coming on DVD. It is scheduled to be released this December 6th. I meant to look how many. Oh no, the listing didn't say how many discs it was. It just said one.
Mm.
But if I had to guess, like just looking at my shelf right now, it looks like over 10. I literally
Gotcha.
just turned around and see how many 2012
And so
discs I have.
and so obviously like this is building up because as we record this, in 2 days is the 10th anniversary of 2012.
Yes.
Um, which is just it's insane to me. Like I remember watching that first episode and it just getting real nostalgic for it.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. I remember because before it aired, I got to this is like when I actually met Kevin Eastman because I got to talk to him at DragonCon for the panel, and like one of the things with Kevin Eastman in that panel was that we had to actually do uh, the uh, the the promotion for the TMNT 2012 series because it didn't premiere yet.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey there,
And that
little
is my
guy.
son in the background. um, but yeah,
But so yeah,
I'm
like
excited for this.
I'm
Sorry, go ahead.
me too. No, no, me too. I'm excited for this too because like it's it. I mean, one of the things that like everybody's always complaining about is that like there's no easy way to buy these physically.
Right,
Nickelodeon Cartoon Network too has a bad habit of of like starting to release DVDs, but then they're always like volumes or like 3 episode like not even arcs, but just like 3 episode themes,
right.
and then just not ever finishing the series.
I re
So this is like the first time that all of the seasons of uh 2012 are available.
Yes, yes, yes. This is the first time it's all like in one package. I remember when they did the season one DVD
Hmm.
set, like when it was like first starting and everything, and then like after the series ended, they did the Tales of the Ninja Turtles like set, but they never did it for like the other seasons, like especially like when you had like perfect opportunities like with the when their space arc the space arc they did like they did it in like I think 2 volumes. Like uh, unfortunately, I have the spines out, so I can't like really look at my
Hmm.
collection. But that would have been a perfect one where they put like together like, oh, here's the space arc or something like that. Or like or like even do like the other seasons, like, oh, here's all of season two in one collection, here's all of season three in one collection. And it's just like weird that they didn't do that. But at the same time, I know with children DVDs, like those don't sell as much as like some of the other shows, and volumes is actually what
Hmm.
sells for like for children shows
Yeah,
because parents want to buy something that's $10 and they don't care how many episodes is in it, but they just want to make sure that the kids can watch it in an afternoon.
yeah, exactly. Like it, and that's why like those like little 3 episode like volumes or theme packs, like they work and they're just cheap enough that they that parents will just buy drop a however much they cost.
Right,
They're not usually more than $20 anyway.
right, right.
um so but that's what's insane about this is like it's only $33
Yes,
for
yes,
this.
yes. It's a great price. I mean, and
Yeah.
obviously it's coming in December. I mean that is like Christmas time, and I mean I know for like Nickelodeon, it is probably like because I guarantee you this is not the only Nickelodeon like complete set they have or like multi disc set they have. I'm sure I'm like 90% sure there's like SpongeBob. I'm sure they're doing like other some of their other shows that they've
Yeah.
done released on DVDs because like let's not forget like this is really a cheap like kind of uh pack in because they are 90% I'm sure that they're taking the the available discs that they've already done before and just putting it um, into this set.
Oh,
um
I mean, 100%. Like,
yeah,
there's no reason to reinvent the wheel here because
right,
these are just DVDs. Like, they're not upscale Blu-rays. Um,
right, exactly, yeah.
like
I mean,
this is just like they did this with the 87 series too. Like
right,
the van box set and the current box set are just repackaged versions of the individual seasons.
right, right, exactly. And I mean, and obviously it's easy for them to do 2012 and not 2003 because 2003 they only did like two of those. They did not Funimation, Nickelodeon only did like I think
For
two. No,
kids.
no. I'm talking about Nickelodeon, not for kids or
Well,
Funimation.
I know you said Funimation
Well,
before kids.
Funimation is the one who released the DVDs
Oh,
for.
were they?
Yeah, yes. Funimation released the DVDs for the 4 kids seasons.
I
Um,
didn't know that.
oh yeah. So yes, that's why the first few DVDs only have like 3 episodes per DVD because that's
Well,
what they are so used to doing.
that's what Funimation did. So, all right.
Yeah. But but yeah, that's why like they haven't like done it for that one just because they don't have like that access for it just because the few DVDs they did release they didn't like do the rest of the show. So
Yeah.
like
Well,
but yeah,
it's one of those kind of self perpetuating, things where, those DVDs, like, they granted, like, DVD sales like petered off, and that's why, like, that's why a lot of like those sets kind of ended. And
right.
so I get why they didn't do it. So it kind of goes into like, um with this, like, people have been asking for, um like, these series, like 2012 and especially 2003, to be on on physical media, and this is Nickelodeon kind of like testing those waters.
Right. Well, I wouldn't even say it's Nickelodeon really testing the waters. I think it's more of Nickelodeon trying to cash in for holiday time because
Well, I mean,
this
there's
is not
that.
yeah, this is not uncommon to see like like when you get close to the holiday time that you start seeing like these multi-disc sets come out because like they know that like oh this is a perfect like Christmas gift to give to like children or like fans alike. I trust me, if Nickelodeon had access to the Lionsgate DVDs, like we would be seeing like constant repackages for the complete series of the original series. It's just
Well,
that
I mean, like, why just now is this coming out? That's what I mean. Like,
I think
I get that it's a cheap like Christmas gift. I
yeah,
get that. Um, but there's got to be more of a reason for it. Like, it's not just like this is coming out. I think this is them also testing that water to see if there's, because putting 2003 on physical media, like, that's a big thing.
that that
Um,
that is a big thing. No, I
like
think
that's the second most acknowledgement of 2003 from Nickelodeon
yeah.
since they put it on Paramount Plus.
Right. No, I think the reason why they're like this one is now coming is because of the fact is that we have the movie coming like in 2023 and it's more I think this is just more of them trying to just push it out to like to the kids to be like oh hey you guys like Ninja Turtles, let's put Ninja Turtles back in your heads, and that kind of stuff. Because like right now, we currently don't have a show to do that, and they just kind of like want to. And like the 2012 series still airs on Nicktoons for a good amount of time, so I think they're just trying to get that hype for just Ninja Turtles back in there with this value set that's aimed for the Christmas time. Like because
Yeah, I mean, it could be that like they could be targeting like multiple fronts and just testing,
yeah.
like I said, testing multiple waters here.
Yeah. There could be test multiple waters, but I'm also like 90% sure Ninja Turtles is not the only multi-disc set that they're releasing on December 6th. I have a feeling that we are going to see some other children's shows also being released for on that same day as well, or that same time frame.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean because I mean they need to sell something. I mean, now, I know I mentioned this a couple times. Me personally, I've been done with physical media. Like, physical media doesn't excite me anymore. I already own these episodes already on DVD anyway because I've been collecting them ever since like when they released it individually. But I do like the fact that for an affordable price, other people like for the people, especially like the series is 10 years old. I mean, there are new people in the world that came out who like are now discovering this show and don't have never had access to the older episodes and have an easier now time access to it as well. Like, and I
Yeah.
do like that. And
No,
I'm
same. Like I want everybody to have access to like these shows, and in a time where like shows are disappearing from streaming platforms because they're getting used as tax write-offs.
right.
Like it's more important now than ever to own your media.
Yes.
And with Turtles, like I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. Don't hold me to that.
Well,
But I don't think Nickelodeon's going to be getting rid of Turtles anytime soon to where like you need to worry about like, oh, I'm going to get this because it's never going to come out.
right,
Um,
right, right, right. Right.
you know,
I don't think Viacom is gonna be letting go of Turtles. I mean,
well, it's
they know
Paramount.
what they have.
It's
Was it?
Paramount Global now. It's not Viacom anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paramount Global. Which I mean that makes sense of the name change, so we don't have to keep up with two different names.
Yeah.
But like yeah, I don't think they're gonna like. I don't think like anytime soon they're gonna be like, oh hey, like oh this franchise was a bust and like let it go. I mean,
Yeah.
especially with the sales of like the action figures and that kind of stuff. Like I mean, they see the lucrative what they can get with it. I mean, and now me personally, like I like the fact that I have the entire series. Not only on DVD, I have it on digital, which is on high definition because that is the only way to get high definition. As much as I mean, I would love for these things to come on Blu-ray. I know kids media doesn't do really well on Blu-ray. Like if it's a TV show, uh, but like I mean, but I like that. I'm hoping like whatever tactic they have, like this sells. I'm hoping that this sells so well that like Nickelodeon actually decides, oh hey, you know what? Maybe we should release all of the 2003 series and Rise onto DVD as
Mm-hmm.
well, so people have chance to get that on physical media as well. And just for like mainly for like the people who are still like holding on to that physical media, because I know there's still a majority of people out there that still want it physically, which I mean I don't blame them. Like that I mean that is like their mindset and everything. And like and it's also like that loses the fear of like, oh no, what if all the servers shut down one day because like all of a sudden like Voodoo crashes and it like it can never recover or something like that. So like they have like the way to still watch it.
Yeah, like I get all of that. Like I 100% do. Um And for me personally, like I'm not worried, but for those people that are, like, yeah, like obviously go pick this up because like we've been saying, it's super cheap.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it's super cheap. Also, the I mean, it's only 10 years old, but it still holds up. Like the animation's still good, the writing's excellent, and
well, I
this
mean, the first season's still a little.
man, don't be knocking on the first season.
I mean, those textures, man.
Okay, no, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
The textures were kind of like rough at the beginning. I will give you that. Maybe it was like because at that time I just got an HD TV, and I think like anything that was in high definition I was excited about.
yeah. I mean, same. That was 2012. HD TVs had been around for a while, but like they were becoming more normalized then.
Yes, 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 yes.
So so like if you had an HD TV and you started watching 2012, like it could be a little rough, and especially if you go back and watch it now,
Right,
because I have it digitally. So it's streaming it on my 4K TV. Uh, you notice things.
right. I understand. And I mean, also like speaking of like streaming it digitally, I am not too sure if this is actually on Paramount Plus or not. I haven't like checked on that, but I know for the longest time it was on Hulu, and it recently left Hulu like a few months
Mhm.
ago. And I know for a lot of people, like that was their only way of watching it, only because like they don't want to actually buy it on digital.
Yep.
Which I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I bought it digitally after it was removed from Hulu. Because Hulu was the way I was watching it.
right,
Um, and I mean, yeah, like that, like we were saying, like that kind of goes into that, like it's scary to suddenly not have access to it. Um, Granted, like we didn't own it because we were watching it on Hulu, so it's not really anybody's
right,
fault.
right,
Um,
exactly.
but uh, it is as of now, season one is streaming on Paramount Plus
Okay.
and Netflix.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it made it to
Season
Netflix.
Yeah, season two is coming sometime next month. I heard the beginning of the month, and now I'm hearing the middle of the month.
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
Is Rise season 2 also coming?
well, that's on both seasons of Rise are on
I kn-
Paramount Plus.
I
Uh,
I know it's on
Paramount
Paramount Plus. I
Plus,
meant Netflix
yeah.
because I know a lot of
Uh,
people who don't have Paramount Plus, but they want season 2
yeah,
on
nothing,
Netflix.
nothing as of yet for Netflix. Just
Okay.
season two is coming to Paramount Plus right now, not
Okay.
Netflix.
Oh, not Netflix. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Uh, I can actually see that only because I know there's a lot of like Nickelodeon shows they'll only put like 1 or 2 seasons on Netflix, and I think because they still have like some sort of like deal with them, and I think they just want to put out like what they're contractually put out, and then
yeah,
try to like I mean, to be honest, like as much as I love like these streaming services, I am like, if I can like buy something like digital, I prefer to do that. I was actually telling Anna the other day that because she really wanted to watch the Minions movie, and uh, and like the newest one, and like she was like, oh, when is this gonna come on like whatever Peacock or like Netflix or something like that. And then I was like reading the contract and everything, and it was
mm,
like, oh, it's gonna be on Peacock for like 45 days, then it goes on Netflix for like 2 years, then it's gonna go back to Peacock. And I was like, man, this is a mess. I was like, I'm paying $20, I'm buying this movie, and I like that way we don't have to worry about like what service we have to load up to get this
mm,
movie.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, that is everything that we have for this week's, and thanks for everyone who joined in to watch it with us, and especially you, 69mega.com. Even though I deleted all your messages from the chat, but but at least that person contributed. And if you are watching on the stream, don't be shy. Tell us what you guys think and everything. But be sure to be sure this Thursday come listen to the full audio podcast where Anna and I we will be talking about the episode Rebel Without a Fin. All right, till next time, guys.